Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's class session. So today we'll discuss about quality. So quality module, and I will create quality plans, and so we'll discuss a basic overview on quality first, then follows to quality plans. Okay, what is quality? So for example, in the manufacturing, we said that we are completing the manufacturing from one operation to another operation. Then, so once we complete the operations, we are going to place to the store sub inventory, as well as, so we created one test operation to perform the testing. Remember, we created one test operation so to perform the testing. So once testing is completed, we are delivering the goods to the store sub inventory or edge sub inventory, like that. Correct or wrong?
Yes.
So same scenario, rather than just mentioning as a test operation, if you want to include a quality checks, so in detailed quality checks, then we have to implement quality module. We have to implement quality module where quality plans will come into the picture. Quality plans will come into the picture. So if you integrate the quality plans to the manufacturing, it doesn't matter. So it's up to your decision. So in which operation you want to integrate, you can integrate to any operation. And the specific operation, so once we perform the quality checks, we have to enter the complete details on how the quality checks done, how the quality checks is done. So that is what
Sharath?
Quality, sorry,
Sharath? Krishna here. Sharath,
yes.
Sharath, what I'm saying is now this quality, you're saying it's a license module. It's only used for manufacturing. Also, I can use it for inventory.
No, we can use for inventory also. So same quality we are going to use for inventory also at the time of receiving the material. So inventory receiving nothing but it's again, so either purchase order receipts or transfer order receiving for any receipts. So at the time of receiving the material, so same quality plan we can integrate to the receipts area. So whenever we are receiving the material, quality plan will come into the picture. Based on that one, so we are going to perform quality checks and we are going to enter the quality results. Follows to, we are going to deliver the material to this inventory.
Thanks, Sharath.
Okay, so then, so we'll start defining some basic setups on the quality again. Okay, so what if you don't implement quality module? So without implementing the quality module, can I perform the quality checks or not?
Yes, Sarath, we can perform the inspection.
Yes, we can perform. Just the seeded one, the very basic one will come into the picture, like, so results accepted, yes or no, accept or reject. For example, in inventory, so in purchase order, if you choose receipt routing as inspection required, that means first we have to receive the material, then we have to inspect the receipts, then follows to how to deliver to the sub inventory, nothing but put away. So first we are going to receive the expected shipments, then in the inspect receipt form, system is going to show a LOV with accept or reject, two values. That's a very seeded functionality, seeded basic functionality. Is anyone observed that one?
Yes,
Yes, Sarath.
Yes. So accept or reject, just we have to choose the value. But what is the advantage with implementing the quality module? So you will come to know once we completed the setups. So log into the application with our username scp_user1. So do you have quality related role? No. So far we don't have the role. So we'll assign the role to our user. So navigate to security console. It's okay. So go to home button. So go to navigator. Navigator tools, select security console. Select security console. So navigate to users. So search user scp_user1. So let's search. So there is quality engineer, quality analyst, some different roles is there. So select add role, click on add role. So quality engineer as well as quality analyst. Select quality engineer, click on add role membership, as well as this I am going to associate. So quality analyst role also. Select add role membership, select OK, select done, select save and close. Select done. So provide data access for this user. Provide data access for this user. Okay, so far we have one small disadvantage with SAP underscore user one, as it is a implementation user. What is the small disadvantage? Very small disadvantage with
So
SAP.
we have to sign out and sign in again.
No.
Uh,
As it is a implementation user, we have a small disadvantage so far.
so we have to run the synchronized process for.
Actually, whenever we have to choose the specific user details, so that user should be in any transaction, the user should be employee user only, correct?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
So that is a very small disadvantage. What we can do is, so for earlier till release tool 18A also that functionality is not, sorry, 18B also the functionality is not available, but from 18C onwards one user itself can act as the implementation user plus employee user. So last time I didn't explain because so just I want to create separately so you people will understand separately. That is the reason. So in last session, last time when we create employee user, we just created as a manage users. We created another employee user as SCP underscore employee user one. But now what I will do, go to users and security, select manage users. So let's create a employee user for this username. So let's make SCP underscore user one as employee user also. That means SCP underscore user one is going to become a implementation user plus employee user. So last name SCP underscore user one. So email SCP underscore user one at mail.com. So rather than entering the username, click on link user account. So click on user accounts SCP underscore, select search. Open link user account SCP underscore user one. It's not okay.
Sharad, by doing this now, you are actually putting this SCP underscore user one to a specific employee only, so that it will not be like a generic user. Is that right?
Oh, sorry, I didn't get that.
So now, if you after adding this to that SCP to the user link, that means you are making this SCP user one to a specific user only, so that it will not become generic.
No. SCP is, it's always specific user only. But what I am doing is this SCP underscore user one I have created from security console. That means it is implementation user. So then I want to make this user as a, for example, I have one employee who is acting as implementation consultant as well as who is my business user also.
Okay, right. I got your point. Now he'll perform the transactions also. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to perform transactions. But with the implementation user also, if we associate employee role and if we give the specific roles and data access, we can perform the transactions, majority of the transactions. But few scenarios where implementation user cannot perform transactions. For that purpose, so far till last release also, we have to create two different user accounts for single person. So he has to carry two different user accounts. But now from release 13.18c onwards, So we can create employee user also for the same user account. That concept is there. Unfortunately here, I mean, this user we are unable to search it. So let me see some other one, OCT underscore. So let me check why it is not able to select. So because okay, so person type, select cancel, select done. So go to initial users, select show all task, click on create implementation users. So select users CP underscore search. SCP user, okay. SCP user one we already associated. Now SCP user one is see already there is the employee information also associated. That is the reason we are unable to associate. I think I associate. Did you I think we associated already. So are you able to see, guys? This associated worker information is already available for SCP underscore user one. So for example, if I open, so another batch user OCT underscore user one. See, this OCT underscore user one, do you have any employee in associated worker information? No, right?
No, Sharath.
So this is only implementation user. So, but what happened is for our, I think we already discussed this concept. So we already created implementation user for first time. So later we created one employee user. After some time we associated the worker information for implementation user also. That means SCP underscore user one will act as a employee user plus implementation user plus employee user. Okay, so that is already available. That's fine. Okay, then so let's provide the data access. Let's provide the data access for the quality engineer and quality analyst roles. Navigate to procurement offering. Select organizational structures, functional areas. Select show all tasks. Select manage business unit data access for users. Let's create the data access. Select create. Select create. Select username SCP underscore user one. Having role quality engineer, quality analyst or quality engineer. So select inventory organization. So in which inventory they can perform. So sorry, it's not OCT, it's SCP. SCP underscore Hyderabad inventory. Select add one more row. SCP underscore user one. Having quality engineer role. Select security context inventory organization. Select security context value Hyderabad inventory. Select save and close. Select done. So once we given the data access, we have to log out and log in back. That's a common scenario. Select sign out and sign in back. Select confirm. SCP underscore user one. So navigate to, go to navigator, go to navigator. So now select quality. I think it will come under supply chain execution and manufacturing. It should come. Okay, quality management. Select quality management. Select quality management. So now we have to configure the quality related setups. We have to configure the quality related setups. First, we'll start with inspection level. First, we'll start with inspection level. So click on inspection level. Click on inspection level. So there is a inspection level, nothing but are you going to complete the, are you going to inspect completely or not? So there is a seeded inspection levels is available. There is a seeded inspection levels also available. So what are they? So select inspection levels, select inspection plus sorry, inspection levels. So there is a 100% inspection level is available. So for example, there is a 100% inspection level is available. That means what they did, just they created a, so inspection level is just 100%, just naming convention. Sampling enabled, they uncheck it. Skip lot enabled, they uncheck it. What it means? What it means? That means if you enable sampling enabled, that means rather than completing the inspection for all items, so we can randomly inspect the material. We can randomly inspect the material. Skip lot enable, skip, so just read separately. Skip lot enabled, that means lot controlled items we are not going to perform inspection, because lot controlled items where we are going to receive in the batches, so those batches rather than performing inspection for each and every quantity, so we can skip it. So if you enable sampling enable checkbox, that means rather than inspecting each and every quantity, rather than inspecting each and every quantity, so for example, I received 1,000 quantity. Out of 1,000, I can pick one or two quantity, I can inspect it and I can pass the quality checks. As well as skip lot enable nothing but, skip lot enable nothing but. So whatever the lot control items, we don't need to inspect. So here 100% is just a naming convention. The seeded seeded setup naming convention is used. So what is 100%? It means, so as we disable these both checkboxes.
Sharath, I have one more question, Sharath.
Yes, sir.
The now edit level, inspection level now. For example, like now you have disabled the skip and lot one, and then for
Actually,
example, no, for example, now I receive the material, I inspect. Okay,
okay.
now I can have you as my boss who will further inspect. I mean, if it's the component which has got high value. Okay, so how can I do this here?
Two-level inspections.
Yeah,
That's what
if
you're
you see,
saying, right?
yeah, correct. If I can inspect, and then you will inspect as my boss.
So two-level inspections, I don't think. I mean, in manufacturing process, if you want to go with the two-level inspections, so simply we can do two. We can create two
Oh,
operations for the testing, where we can, add inspection plan for first operation where the employee one is going to inspect. Then in the second operation, we are going to associate another employee, user, another resource where another person is going to inspect. That's how we can achieve in the manufacturing process. But in inventory, so if you want to, we have the single inspection checks only.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Application level, so we can track one time in inventory. Okay, that means, so 100% is inspection, nothing but. So first we'll discuss only 100% inspection. We'll test this scenario, we'll come back and we'll verify how the sampling will works again. So but in theoretical concept, for example, there is a 100% is there. What it means is, so if you want to perform quality checks, we have to perform quality checks for the each and every quantity, where we cannot skip the quantity. That's what 100% is inspection level. If you want, we can create our own inspection levels also. If you want, we can create our own inspection levels also. For example, I'm creating one inspection level, so as a SEP underscore 100%. So that means, so SEP underscore 100%. Hourly link is added. So remove from toolbar. SEP underscore 100%. So where I'm not enabling sampling enabled, if I check this sampling enabled, that means we don't need to perform quality checks for each and every quantity. So by default, if there is a 10 quantity, I can perform quality checks for only 2 quantity or 3 quantity, and I can pass the quality checks when I enable this checkbox. So when I enable skip lot enabled checkbox, I can skip the lot controlled items from the inspection. So but I'm going to keep as yes so far. Select save and close. Now we created a inspection level. Then we have a concept of inspection characteristics. So inspections will work based on the characteristics. Inspections will work based on the characteristics and where we have to inspect. So again, for these characteristics also we have a seeded ones. Let's take an example. We have a seeded ones. So here what we can see, correct part. Let's take an example. Correct part, select edit. So what they mentioned here, so name correct part, description correct part, source object non-item. So value set, all these things they mentioned as. So what is non-item, what is item means source object non-item, nothing but. So it does, so we are not creating this characteristic for specific item. So randomly we are mentioning a characteristics as correct part. Just correct. Okay. So better I will what I will do is so I will come back and I will define this one. So first let me
Uh,
create a. I will come back.
Sharath,
Sorry.
Sharath, how do you identify if it is a seeded one? Yeah, just go to inspection and characters one.
So seeded on. Okay. So I mean just that's I mean comes with
No, no,
practice. But in the I mean so in a fresh environment you won't see any
it is
seeded.
correct. But now we have to identify how.
It's a practice only.
Okay, 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 okay. Thank you.
So go to, okay, I mean, forget about characteristics. Directly first I will create a plan and I will come back and I will explain, guys. That is the best scenario, for example. So create a inspection plan.
Sharath, you're saying if it's a non-item and item. Item means you are creating a
Yeah, that's
character
what I'm
with a
going to
specific
come back
item,
to. No, no,
right?
no. I'm going to come back to explain on this one. Okay. So I will come back to explain on this one. First, if I
Okay.
create inspection plan, so it's, we'll do reverse engineering mode. Okay, sir. Okay, so I'm creating a inspection plan. For example, how things will work is I'm creating a inspection plan where we have to choose the details of the inspection plan. So we'll start from here, guys. Forget about the previous discussion. We'll start from here. So inspection plan which I'm creating to integrate with work order. So operations. So the inspection plan is SCP underscore manufacturing inspection plan. So the type, so are you going to inspect resources at the time of receiving or inventory inspections or work in process? I'm going to use this for work in process. In which organization you are going to use this? Select organization SEP percentile. Select search. Okay, go to advanced search. So starts with SCP percentile. Select search. Select Hyderabad inventory. Select. Okay. Are you going to create this inspection plan for specific item or item catalog? Rather than for specific item, just I am going to create this inspection plan for item catalogs. Whatever items is in inventory items functional catalog, all those items I am going to perform inspection checks. So inventory items, what is the serial one? 1 second. Let me verify. EDC2. CP underscore user one. So navigate to. So for our item, what is the seeded one we defaulted? Just select me verify, guys. Inventory items. Go to manage items. So item name starts with the CP underscore access laptop. So open a CP underscore access laptop. So navigate to categories. Scroll down. So for inventory items, the category name is non-categorized. Non-categorized. Okay. Non-categorized. Select. Okay. So that means this inspection plan is going to applicable for the items in the Hyderabad inventory. What are the items? The items which are having the catalog as inventory items plus category name as non-categorized. So by default the version is 1. If you want you can change it. Then start date, we are going to use this from today date. Status, new, approved. New is fine as well as approved is fine. If you want to keep on hold for some time, then we have to mention as the on hold. And if you don't want to use this inspection plan anymore, then we have to make it obsolete phase, obsolete status. So new or approved, anything fine. I'm going to make it approved. Okay, at least one specification record. So we'll come back and okay. So here we have to enter the characteristics. So inspection level 100%, 100% inspection we are using. Inspection plan optional, whether it is optional or not will be decided by this checkbox. So just I'm not going to make it optional, just I'm going to make it mandatory. So who is the owner of this inspection plan? SCP_user1. That means I have created a inspection plan where we are going to use this inspection plan for work in process in WIP module for the Hyderabad inventory organization for items which are having inventory items and non-categorized category as a functional catalog category. Is for those items I'm going to use this inspection plan, which is a 100% inspection level. Then go to specifications. So here we have to add the characteristics. What is the target? For example, click on select and add. So select correct part. What are the characteristics we have? Okay, so we didn't create any so far. Let's create one. Sequence 10 characteristic correct part. Okay, characteristic correct part. So this correct part means the target value is yes. The target value is yes. So whether the correct part or not, the target value should be yes. So what are the values available for the correct part? What are the acceptable? What are the values we have for the correct part characteristic? What are the values is there in the correct part characteristic?
Find it is written in
Only two. Yes
yes
or no? So that means, so whenever we are choosing the, what will happen is when we perform the quality check, system will ask us whether the part is correct or not. So whether it is successful or not. Then if you choose yes, that is the accepted target value. If you choose no, that means it is going to reject. If you choose no, that is going to reject. So first save it. So what we can do, just we will verify and we will come back and we will exactly identify how exactly the characteristic is going to work. Then inspection criteria. So where this inspection plan has to come into the picture, in which operation it has to come into the picture will be decided by inspection criteria. Select add row, operation sequence 10. So operation code SCPH_test operation. So I think these are 30th operation, right? 30th operation. So dispatch status ready or result. When you are going to perform this inspection plan, when the status is in dispatch status, ready status, we are going to perform this. We are going to perform this inspection checks. We are going to perform this inspection checks. Select save. That means what we have done is we created a inspection plan. Where so manufacturing inspection plan in WIP module in Hyderabad inventory for the items, all these items. So whatever items having functional catalog as inventory items and non-categorized category, where it is approved one, select save. Then go to characteristics. So what we are going to test, we are going to test whether the so far it is correct part or not. So far it is correct part or not, and correct part, the accepted value should be S only. Then where we are going to deploy this inspection plan, we are going to deploy this inspection plan in, so operation sequence 30, operation code is SCPH underscore test operation. Then let's see how it will works. Select done, navigate to manufacturing, select work execution, go to manage work orders, select create standard work order, so SCP underscore Asus laptop. I'm manufacturing some 2 quantity, click on save and edit, so it's fine, select save and close. So click on release SCPH underscore 1006, SCPH underscore 1006, we released it, select done, go to review dispatch list, so SCPH underscore 1000, so 2 quantity, complete with the details, select save and close. Now it is going to 20th operation, select expand, so complete with the details. So 2 quantity I am completing in 20th operation also. Then let's expand the search button. So SC work area all. So work center, test work center. Okay, select search. Now we have only one quantity complete with the details. See now, if you click on complete with details, the inspection plan will come into the picture. Select cancel. Before that itself, we can clearly understand. Yes. See, so far, if you say verify any other, one second, search. So what is SC? So we have one more work order, some SCPH underscore 1003. So what are the statuses you can see for these work orders? What we can do, either we can complete or we can reject or we can scrap it. Correct? The specific operation.
Correct, sir. Correct.
But if you verify our SCPH underscore 1006, so what is the next step?
Inspect.
Inspect and complete. So click on complete with details. See now, inspection details. If you verify, you can see the inspection details when we are performing the inspection. Then what we are inspecting? So we are inspecting whether the sequence characteristic is correct part or not. So select the results, yes or no. For example, the first quantity is yes. So target value is yes only. So there is a 2 values is available. Acceptable values are 2 values. Out of 2 values, what is the target value?
Yes only.
If
Accept.
yes, if you choose yes, that means then only the item is, so I mean valid item, it don't have any issues. For example, second quantity, can I complete the inspection without can I complete without inspecting the second quantity?
No, sir.
What is the reason?
100% you have mentioned.
100%. Next button is also not available till now. So here itself we can understand next button is not available. It is in grayed out mode. So select second item. So here for example, I am making as no. See, no means what happened?
Reject one.
Rejected. That means how system will understand whether accept or reject will works based on the characteristic. So how system is going to So decide whether it is accept or result will works based on the characteristic. So the characteristic nothing but, so if we enable characteristic, so I mean, so if you define the characteristic where we have a concept of acceptable values, based on that one it will works. So at this moment I'm going to make it as select next. So I'm going to accept both, select next. So I'm going to deliver to the sub inventory. Select save and close. Now we'll go to our inspection module again and we'll discuss about characteristics. Done.
Sharad, 1 minute. The task, can you go back here only, manufacturing, go to the task one.
Okay.
Yeah, click there. Sharad, you can see create inspection and inspection. What is this then?
Create inspection nothing but, so rather than, I mean, so far we integrated with directly with application, right? So far
Correct.
we integrated directly with application rather than one. So manually, if you want to inspect any specific one, we can create inspection manually. That's all.
Okay.
Select cancel. So now let's go back to quality management. Let's go back to quality management. So let's go to inspection characteristic. Let's create our own characteristics now. So I'm creating that SCP underscore. So just give me something, give me some naming convention. So how we mentioned correct part, right? Like just give me some naming convention, guys.
How dozen bananas, 12 bananas. அப்படிதான் எப்படி இருந்தா கேட்கக்கூடாது dozen நாட்ல.
Okay, I will take
So
some.
any dozen is
எப்படி
12.
வீக்னா 7 உனக்கு தெரியும்.
Okay, so inspection SCP underscore. What I can say is okay, same naming convention I will take. So I will say correct part only. Correct part only. Okay, so rather than correct part, SCP underscore. So goods quality level.
Correct. You put correct dimensions or
Goods
something like
quality
this.
level. Goods quality level. This is what I'm going to mention. Goods quality level. So something. So are you going to target for specific item or no? I'm not going to target for specific item. There is a non-item character. I'm going to choose the character. So here we can define the value set. From the value set we can add the values. So I'm going to add the first value as, so quality is a best quality, best. Second, good. Third one, average. For example, fourth one, bad. Okay, so rather than best I will say excellent. Excellent. Select okay. So there is a 4 values is there. Out of 4 values, the target value we are going to decide. So we can choose anything as a target value at this moment, but I'm not going to decide target value now. Select save and close. So now what I have done, I created a characteristic. So let's go to our inspection plan. Let's go to our inspection plan. Search our inspection plan SCP. Select search. So this is our inspection plan. Let's edit our inspection plan. Go to characteristics. So here there is a one characteristic. Okay, go to actions, manage versions. So select add one more row. So version 2 start state. So okay, what I will do is so let's make it another one. So because it will I mean system is giving the date from tomorrow only. So better what I will do is I will create one more thing. So SCP underscore. I mean, of course, in the same one we can revise the version, but the date. So we cannot. System is not allowing with immediate effect. So we have to test now only, right? Manufacturing inspection 2. For example, this one also type as work in progress. So organization. So SCP underscore Hyderabad Inventory Organization. I'm going to use for entire catalog, not for specific item, category, inventory items. So non-categorized, search, select search, non-categorized, select OK. So inspection plan is not optional. Go to characteristics. So this time what I'm going to do is, so sequence 10 characteristic SCP underscore goods quality. So what is the target value? Excellent, average, good. So I'm going to mention the target value as excellent. So without choosing excellent, if we choose any other thing, so system has to reject. So go to inspection criteria. So add one more row. So operation sequence 30, operation code. So test operation, selects, okay, dispatch status in ready only. Select save. Now make it approved. Cell record with this combination of values is exist. Okay. So okay, select cancel. So SCP underscore manufacturing inspection plan. Go to actions, manage version. So let's add a row. So save. Select save. Okay, just so we can revise the version. Let's see whether it is activated or not. So go to characteristics. It's not allowing us to edit immediately. Let's make it obsolete. Let's make it obsolete. Select save. Select save and close. So it won't update with immediate effect. Select save. Select save and close. So it will be obsolete by, I mean, there is a new one, manufacturing inspection plan 2. Okay. So this is the second one. Let's edit this one also. Let me check the characteristic. Okay, so this one I'm going to change. So I'm going to make it this one also obsolete, for example. So let's make it obsolete. Select save. Select save and close. So let's search again. Okay, now so I'm going to edit our inspection, manufacturing inspection too. So go to characteristics. So goods quality excellent, inspection criteria. So which we are going to use it, ready status, select save. So go to, now let's make it approved. Select save, select save and close. So now let's search again. It should be approved status. Okay, now it is in approved status. So now go to, let's go to work order. Let's create a work order. So work execution. So navigate to manage work orders. Let's create a work order. So SCP underscore Asus laptop. I'm manufacturing some 3 quantity. Click on save and close. Click on save and close. Let's release the work order. Select done. Now let's go to review dispatch list. So let's complete this. Quick complete. So again quick complete. Quick complete. Now let's expand the search. So choose area all, work center, test work center. Select search. So let's expand. So complete with the details. Now the inspection, what is the characteristic is there?
Excellent.
So what it means is just we have to verify whether the item level is excellent or not, which status the item is there, which status the item is there, whether it is in excellent status or whether it is in the poor status, like that. So here select results. So here we have to choose which one is that. So currently the item is in, for example, good. That means is it going to reject or not?
Yeah, it will reject.
So only when it is going to applicable when the item is in excellent status, and the item is in excellent status only we are going to accept the quantity. So parallelly let's expand. So let's add excellent. So but one quantity I'm going to reject it. One quantity I'm going to reject it. So that means I'm going to mention average quality. Now you may get it out. So even I want to accept whether that is in excellent status or good status. Then what you have to do?
To add in that? Okay.
What we have to do? For example, so whether it doesn't matter which one I'm going to
This answer is
excellent or
something.
good.
Guys, can you mute yourself here? If you're not talking.
Sorry?
No, someone's talking, Sharath, and can
Yeah,
they mute?
some background noise. Yeah, that's okay, guys. I mean, that's fine, right? People are at home. Okay. Okay. So, for example, I want to make it excellent or good. Anything I want to make it yes. Let's take an example. So then, is it possible? Is it
You
like
can give
common
a
sense?
range. Yeah, you can give, I think, some range and then if it's good and excellent.
Yes.
To correct.
Then how we have to define? The way we are going to define characteristic should be different. Okay. So when that will come into the picture, so we defined a characteristic as a non-item, as well as we just defined as a the data type as character. We defined a data type as a character. If we choose data type as a character, and if we created a value standardly, then in that scenario it's not possible. But there is another model to define characteristics. In that scenario, we can give the range. We can give the range. At this moment, I am going to make it one as rejected. Select next. Select next. Out of three quantity, we are completing two quantity and we are rejecting one quantity. So if you whatever the rejected quantity, if you want, you can directly scrap it, or else so we can keep in the reject status also. What is the reason? Failed inspection. What is the reject reason? Failed inspection. Select next. So two quantity only I'm completing. Select save and close. So that means the 10, I mean the remaining quantities are going to be in 30th operation or not. Is that going to be in 30th operation or not?
Yes, Sharath.
So then, for example, so I'm going to choose all operations. Still I'm unable to see the data. What is the reason? What is the reason? I mean, these are the simple mistakes which usually people will do. User adoption mistakes. What is the reason? Because we are searching the data, whatever the status is in ready status only, correct?
Right, Sharath.
So make it reject. Let's search again. See now 30th operation. So one quantity is in reject status. Then you can complete this item which is in reject status, or else you can make it reverse to ready. So I'm going to, or else you can scrap it. Scrap nothing but the bin. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rework on this one. So reverse to ready, complete with the details. So reverse to ready, I'm going to make it back in the 30th operation. See now again it is available in 30th operation. So then I'm going to complete with the details. I'm going to complete with details. Now, so after completing, I come to know that it is accepted only. Select excellent. Select next. Select next. Now we are completing, or else if you want, you can scrap it also. Anything is fine. Now I have completed. So work order with our own characteristics. So how inspection plan will work is, rather than using Oracle Seeded like accept or result, rather than using accept or result. So if you want to maintain our own inspection plan, then we have to implement quality module. In the quality module, the simple concept is inspection plan. how inspection plan will works based on the inspection level plus inspection characteristic. So inspection plan we created as a manufacturing inspection plan, which we are going to use for the all items in the specific catalog plus category combination. And that inspection plan we are using for work in process module, where you can see four things: work in process, receiving, inventory, and a resource. We can even perform resource inspections also. So initially we created a work in process inspection. Then what we done, we added a characteristics. So so is that only, can we add only one, or can we add multiple characteristics? Can we add multiple characteristics?
Yes, we can add a multiple
Yes, we can
characters.
add multiple characteristics. Then we have to integrate this inspection plan to the working process operation. In the last step, at what level we have to integrate, we are going to choose the operation sequence plus operation. That means by default, system is going to integrate this inspection plan to the specific operation. Then in that operation automatically, so in which status we choose as a ready status. So even for example, if that is a rejected, so if someone rejected, again I want to perform inspection, whether again, I mean the inspection is correct or not. Then again you can create one more characteristic. Again we can mention at the same level with a reject status, dispatch status as a reject. Then another plan will come into the picture again. So if you want, you can perform that one also. Then we created an inspection plan. Then we come back and we choose one inspection level as 100%. That means how much quantity is there, entire quantity we have to inspect, then only we can complete the work order, sorry, we can complete the inspection. So until we enable inspection details for all the quantities, system won't enable the next button, so it will be in grayed out mode only. Then we created one characteristic with simple characteristic where we given three values. So what you people have to do is, tomorrow we'll discuss again, next session we'll discuss again inspection only, because what else is there in inspection? Just we discussed one basic inspection plan. We'll discuss again inspection characteristics, quality issue and quality action concepts. Earlier till release 1318b application level it is there, but it is not functional. But now, so some functionalities in the quality issue and the quality action is available. So those things also we are going to discuss. So for example, one item on a regular basis quality is failing. Let's take an example. One item on a regular basis, the quality is failing. What people will do in a business scenario? What people will do?
Go back and look at the structure, why it is actually failing, and
That means they will create a quality issue for the specific item. Then, parallelly they will manufacture, but again, same, they will create one issue why the item is keep on failing in the quality checks. Again, why we have to keep on, rework on that one. Then they will fix that issue. That is a quality issue and quality action. So from the beginning onwards, these values are available but not functional, but now it is functional also. So what you can do is try to, okay, so not cancel. So search for call inspection characteristics, search. So for example, what you can do is just take something. So for example, here display resolution is there. So how they mentioned it on. So how they mentioned it on. Just verify for time being. So or else, so you can verify seeded one. Based on that one, you can come to know how to create your own. So for example, here they mentioned only two values. So just don't go with two values. That's a very simple one. Table weight, tablet weight. Sorry. So just verify these things and try to create your own characteristic. So next session I am going to discuss by creating another characteristic with range values. So not single acceptable value. I will make our 2 or 3 acceptable values. So tomorrow's session I am going to define a characteristic like that. So in the meantime, you people try to create one characteristic on your own. It doesn't matter whether you are able to succeed or not. So just try from your end. Okay, guys?
Sharath.
Okay. Then, so is this a basic, so the quality, not basic, actually we covered close to 60%. So whatever we discuss, the quality is clear for everyone. Is this clear for everyone?
Yes.
So what is the
Yes.
differences you identified when it comes to the EBS quality to cloud quality module?
Each day half
What is the difference?
It depends on criteria as well as
No,
level.
in EBS. So even SQL will play a major role for quality. Remember, for quality module, even SQL also plays a major role. But now, so the setups wise very simplified. The inspection plan setups wise is simplified. So and it's totally in just hardly in 15 minutes you can configure quality module. To be honest, that's how the application got simplified now. Okay, so then tomorrow we'll discuss about some characteristics as well as, so you people try with inspection level by enabling sampling enabled. So ensure that you are going to mention some four or five quantity and try to enter only one, then will system allow you to go next or not, you can see. Just mention sampling enabled checkbox as a yes. Okay.
Sure, Sharath.
Yeah,
Okay,
Sharad, are we going to discuss that inspection on the inventory level also?
yeah, so inspection so you people can try, right? Just add inventory level. So just a select, add inventory or receiving level for the specific category items or specific item. Whenever you are receiving item, so whenever you mention inspection required receipt routing, automatically that will come into the picture.
Yeah, so I have one question on inventory inspection.
Okay.
Um, mm, so I come across one of the scenario if if in inventory we have a disk plate, right? Disk
Okay.
plate as a inventory item, and we have received that disk plate. Okay, and we have enabled a inspection 100% inspection over there.
Okay.
Okay, how we can means inspect that disk plate as a one item or quantity and as a quantity, or I may weighted that disk plate as in kg.
Okay.
Okay, so how I inspect that, and how
Okay,
the
in that
system
scenario,
allows?
if you go to characteristics, so when you are defining the characteristics, for example, okay, I'm not going to define now. Let me open some serial one. So there is a, so once we define the, okay, so for example, here we have display resolution. Okay, see, unit of measure also will come into the picture. Okay, so did you identify?
Okay.
So if you choose item for the specific item, then so minimum attribute, maximum attribute, then here unit of measure will come into the picture. So here you can choose as a KZ unit of measure.
Okay. So
Okay.
in earlier release, it was there. Was I?
Earlier release, yes, from 18 onwards, I think yes. But I'm not sure. I think yeah. From release 13 onwards, it is there. No, it's not only 18A. From release 13 initial versions also, it is there.
Okay.
Okay.
And uh, and one more question: if I select 100% inspection, okay,
Yeah.
and if I received a 40 or 60 quantities of
Okay.
particular item, and I provide the inspection, so do I need to go to each and every characteristics and
Yes,
inspect all these?
it's not each and every category. You need to go to each and every line. That means each and every quantity system will generate one line in the quality inspection check. Then each and every line you have to make it yes or no. You have to make it yes or no. It means you have to test. You have to verify the quality for each and every single quantity. That's what 100% inspection level. So if you are receiving in bulk like that 40 or 50, then suggestible is go with sampling enabled checkbox.
Okay. Mhm.
Sharad, this is only for the finished goods, or whatever the component that is comprises in the finished good, that is also it will subject to quality.
Components means when you are going to perform the quality check.
The raw material inventory at the raw, when you that's
So
at
at the
inventory level.
inventory level, you can create inspection manually. or else those components if you're manufacturing, for those component manufacturing you can implement quality, or else if those components you are receiving, then at that time also you can create quality.
The time of receipt, we can do that quality
Yes, the time
inspection.
of receipt you can do it, or else if that is already in inventory, and if you feel that just if you want to test the quality for the items which are already in inventory, you can create inspection manually also. So then you can choose, or else at that if the components you are manufacturing, that for those components at the time of manufacturing you can implement quality. Anytime you can do it. Okay.
Can we
Sarath,
discuss regarding rework work order as well as OSP?
Yeah, we are going to discuss. Okay, we still have time, right? So next week also we are going to stick with manufacturing only.
Sarath, we have a class tomorrow, Sunday.
Oh, Sunday no. I
Sarath,
mean, as the last 2 days I cancelled this session. That is the reason I'm taking this session on today. Or else only we have Monday to Friday only, right?
Okay, okay.